Hi guys, and welcome back to Steeped in Faith with your podcast host, Annabelle. Today we are going to be reading out of Matthew. Today I am trying kind of a new thing that I posted that I kind of wanted to do on my TikTok, and in the last video I talked about it. So we're going to start, today is going to kind of be the trial episode of the podcast of kind of changing up how I do it, because I'm trying to figure out how I want to do it, of doing this more as like a Bible study. So we're going to start with Matthew, because I figured we'd go through the 4 Gospels and then go through the rest of the New Testament and then do the Old Testament, if this is how we decide we like doing the podcast, how you guys decide you like watching it and how I decide I like doing it. So today we are reading out of Matthew, because we're going to start with Matthew, and it's chapter 1. So let's get into this. The book of generations of Jesus Christ, the son of David, the son of Abraham. Abraham begot Isaac, and Isaac begot Jacob, and Jacob begot Judas and his brethren, and Judas begot Phares and Zara of Thamar, and Phares begot Esmro, and Esmro begot Aram, and Aram begot Abadab, and Abadab begot Naso, and Naso begot Salm, and Salm begot Booz, and Rachab, and Booz begot Odin, and Ruth of Ruth, and Oben begot Jesse, and Jesse begot David the king, and David begot Salm, of her that had been the wife of Urias. And Salm begot Robam, and Rubam begot Abrin, and Abrin begot Asa, and Asa begot Josaphat, and Josaphat begot Joram, and Joram begot Ozis, and Ozis begot Jonathan, and Jonathan begot Azakaz, and Azakaz begot Ezekis, and Ezekis begot Manis, and Manis begot Aram, and Aram begot Joisis, and Joisis begot Shahanos and his brethren, about the time they were carried away to Babylon. And after they were brought to Babylon, Jehonias begot Salith, and Salith begot Zebabil, and Zebabil begot Abam, and Abam begot Eliakim, and Eliakim begot Azor, and Azor begot Sadok, and Sadok begot Amich, and Amich begot Elu, and Elu begot Eliezer, and Eliezer begot Mathan, and Mathan begot Jacob, and Jacob begot Joseph, the husband of Mary, of whom was born Jesus, who is called Christ. I probably butchered a lot of those names, guys. I'm really bad at Bible names. I also forgot to say that I'm drinking iced mint tea. So that's my tea today, in case you're wondering. So all the generations from Abraham to David are 14. Are 14 generations, and from David to until the carry away into Babylon are 14 generations, and from the carry away into Babylon unto Christ are 14 generations. Now the birth of Jesus Christ was on this wise, when as his mother Mary was imposed to Joseph, before they came together, she was found with child of the Holy Ghost. When Joseph, her husband, being a just man and not willing to make her a public example, was minded to put her away privately. But while he thought on these things, behold, an angel of the Lord appeared unto him in a dream, saying, Joseph, thou son of David, fear not, and take unto thee Mary thy wife, for that which is conceived in her is the Holy Ghost. And she shall bring forth a son, and thou shalt call his name Jesus, and he shall save his people from their sin. Now all this was done that it might be fulfilled, which was spoken of the Lord by the prophet, saying, Behold, a virgin shall be with child, and shall bring forth a son, and they shall call his name Emmanuel, which being interpreted is God with us. Then Joseph, being raised from sleep, did as the angel of the Lord had bid him, and he took unto him his wife, and knew her not till she had brought forth her firstborn son, and he called his name Jesus. So there are only 2 verses that I highlighted in this. So the first verse I did was 19, and then I did 20, but I did 19 for a different reason than I did 20. I did 19 because it really is, I tabbed it as a man of God, like what to look for in a husband. And the verse 19 says, Then Joseph, her husband, being a just man and not willing to make her a public example, was minded to put her away privately. So Joseph had the opportunity to make this a big deal, to shame her that she was dirty and unworthy to be married. He could have made it a very big deal, but instead had decided to do it privately and silently, as to not publicly humiliate her. That's not the word. Humiliate. Okay, maybe it is the word. I don't know what the word, but that word. Humiliate her. And so he did it quietly, and I really love that, because I really love that he did it. That he did it quietly. And then the next thing I highlighted was 20, and it says, But while he thought on these things, behold, an angel of the Lord appeared unto him in a dream, saying, Joseph, thou son of David, fear not, and take unto thee Mary thy wife, for which is conceived in her is of the Holy Ghost. Imagine being Joseph and finding out that the girl you're engaged to is pregnant, and being like, okay, I'm going to do this privately. I'm not going to make this a big deal because I don't want to humiliate you. And then in verse 20, having the Lord appear unto you, an angel appear unto you in a dream and be like, bro, don't worry. It's a child of the Holy Ghost. She's clean. She's good. She's a virgin still. And that you should still marry her. Like, how crazy that would be to have that experience, and to, like, the faith he must have had to marry her, because, like, that's crazy, especially in that time when it was such, like, a extremely big deal. Like, if someone did the math right and found out that that kid wasn't his, or someone made, like, an accusation that the kid wasn't his, like, she could have been, like, stoned to death. It's crazy. Another thing that, as I was reading this, that kind of stood out to me, that I find quite interesting almost, is that in 17, it's so all the generations from Abraham to David are 14, and then all of the generations from David until the carrying away into Babylon are 14, and all the generations from the carrying into Babylon till Christ are 14. Isn't that kind of interesting that it's 14, 14, 14? That seems kind of like really cool that happened. Like, obviously it was in the plan. I also really love being able to go back through the lineage of Jesus, like having, like, being able to look at, like, his father, his father, 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 his father's father, 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 and, like, seeing how he is related to David and Abraham and all of these people, like, all these names that, like, some of them pop up in, like, the Old Testament and stuff, and that, I think that's pretty cool. I kind of enjoy being able to see that. So I think I'm also going to do chapter 2 today, because So today was a bit of a shorter episode. This is kind of a trial run, and I probably will have a bit more written out for the next episode of what we'll be doing and stuff. So, and I might find that I need to be doing 2 chapters on some of these and stuff, but this episode is a lot shorter than normal. But if you like this content, please like and subscribe to the channel so you can watch the rest of my episodes. Hit the bell so you are updated when I post all my next episodes. If you want more of my personal life, you could check out my vlogs, which are on my channel as well. You could also look at my TikTok, which is in my channel description. My TikTok is on there too, and you can go look at my TikTok where I have a couple Bible verse episodes. I do like my Sunday outfits, my church outfits and stuff, and just some fun things. So if you want to see more content from me, those are places to look for more. But I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye, lovelies.